Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update for Tuesday, January 19, 2016. And today in our Tech News Update, well, if you're an Android user, you might be at risk. A zero-day Linux kernel flaw is actually affecting the operating system. Android is a variation of the kernel of Linux, and basically this happened by simply they were fixing a zero-day Linux kernel flaw, and they noticed that, hey, it actually is a flaw also on Android. So it leaves millions of people at risk of an attack that could actually get root privileges to these hackers, and basically they can do whatever they want. So how this affects Android is the biggest problem here because of the way Android updates its operating systems depending on the carrier and the phone you have. It's kind of complicated. It's not as easy as you say a Windows phone or an Apple phone, an iPhone, where everything is updated together. So I'll keep you updated with anything that we might learn more. But apparently, if you've got some updates to your phone, apply them because you might be at risk actually. The App Store, the Apple App Store is rising prices in certain countries because of the strong US dollar and the weak currencies around the world. Countries affected are Canada, Singapore, New Zealand, Russia, Israel, Mexico, and South Africa. And basically here in Canada, I was wondering when this would happen because it's not complicated here in Canada. The Canadian dollar, which was pretty much at par, even a little more valued than the US dollar about a year and a half ago, is down to 69 cents, which is really, really not very good. So the lowest price app now in the App Store in Canada will be $1.39 from $1.19 that was before. And this all has to do with weak currencies so that the prices match better the US prices. And the Surface Pro and Surface Book in the next generation, there's talk of a new type of rechargeable pen. Basically, you'll have to, instead of having little batteries inside the pen, you will have the pen just stick the pen to the device and it will recharge itself without you having to do pretty much anything. So that's apparently coming to the next generations of Surface and Surface Book. That's going to be interesting to note. And by the way, for those that have Surface Books, apparently the latest update of the firmware fixes a lot of issues, and maybe the Surface Book, which was plagued with a lot of problems, is now getting really tweaked to work well, and everything should be okay, basically. Twitter, if you're having Twitter issues today, don't worry, it's not your computer, it's not you, it's Twitter. There is a report of sporadic outages around the world, and even a big outage that happened earlier today. But it's still not fixed everywhere. Apparently, some people are reporting issues still. So if you got some problems, don't worry. Twitter says it's going to be fixed throughout the day, and everybody should be having, cool access later on. Basically, I've used my Twitter today, and I haven't had any problems here, but apparently still a few countries, a few parts of the world still have some problems. YouTube is introducing in the next weeks and months a new type of ad that will actually show up even if you have an ad blocker. And the reason why? Because YouTube is kind of concerned because of the creators that get paid through the ads in the AdSense program. YouTube is going a little crazy about ad blockers because it cuts the revenue not only of the creators but also of YouTube and Google itself. So a new type of ads will show up, and it will be embedded in the video in a way that no ad blockers will be able to block it. And also, because it's embedded, a lot of these ads will not have anymore that little button that you can skip after 5 seconds. So YouTube says, look, you have to do this because we can't continue on if people block the ads, basically. And that's also why YouTube, started their YouTube Red service, that it eventually want to expand to other countries. And basically, YouTube Red, $9.99 a month, gives you access to YouTube without ads, but that $9.99 a month serves at paying the content creators when people view your videos. Windows 10 is now the second most popular operating system in the world, according to StatCounter, which is probably the best counter to really have a true view of how many people are using operating systems around the world. According to StatCounter, Windows 10 has passed Windows 8.1, which it had not done since its release in July 29th of last year. So now Windows 10 is second, and of course, who's at the top? Windows 7. Windows 7 did lose a lot of market share in the past 6 months, but it seems to be stabilizing pretty much at a level where it's going to be difficult to attain. According to StatCounter, Windows 10 would need to go to 30% usage share before it can pass Windows 7, and that's still far away. Also, they were noting that maybe the lack of decrease of Windows 7 market share means that everyone that wanted to go to Windows 10 did so. And with the 6 months left before Windows 10 gets paid, we're going to see how many installs we'll get in the next 6 months. But of course, after the 6 months, it's going to be more and more difficult for Windows 10 to actually gain market share, because now it's going to be a paid product. So either through a new computer, or you'll have to pay for it to work well. So that's our news that we have today for Tuesday, January 19, 2016. Don't forget that later today we have our tech show where we answer your questions from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2200 hours Universal Time. And we have a new show starting today, Learn the Tech. This will be episode number 1, and this is 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 23 to 0 hours Universal Time. In Learn the Tech today, we will talk about security, how to keep secure on your PC, on your smartphone, tablet, and mobile devices, and what to avoid so that you always keep safe. So hope you can join us on our live shows today. Of course, links will be posted here for that show also. And if you enjoy videos, why not subscribe to our channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. Thank you so much for following us. Give us thumbs up, and thank you for following us.